Sideline Sit Downs. This is our Friday edition, and we're getting started here with a good couple of guests. Former Mission veterans, Patriot Noel Vela, and former Brownsville Veterans Memorial Charger Fred Villarreal. Noel here is minor league with the Padres, and Fred with the Mariners. Boys, how is it going? Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for having us. It's a pleasure.
All right,
What's
fellas.
up, bro?
So, first of all, just how's the summer treating you? I know since March it's been a roller coaster for everybody, up and down, up and down. You know, it's okay to go out places. You know, restrictions here and there. But like I said, for baseball players and stuff, it seems like it's kind of been the biggest of all the roller coasters. I seem, you know, canceled seasons.
Yes.
Delayed play and whatnot. How's it treating you guys right now? And how you been here the last couple of weeks? What y'all been up to?
Well, with myself, I've been at South Padre Island for about, I'd say, a month now. Yeah, I mean, I've been training out here. I mean, it's tough. I mean, you could ask anyone. Like, it's just crazy to go from playing every year and just just being with, I mean, if you're in a team, you'd know that. I mean, a bond with your teammates and all that stuff, like you just can't compare it. So I mean, you just have to control what you could control. I mean, right now all I could control is how I improve. I mean, I'm treating this like an off season, I guess, but right now I'm just locked in on trying to get stronger, quicker, faster, and just trying to have my headspace good. I mean, right now, I've been going crazy in my own head because it's like I got used to like being on the field and competing all the time and that kind of pressure. And then, but I can't even explain how it feels. It just feels weird. But I mean, as of now, I'm probably going to enroll in school again. I need like 4 more classes or 5 more classes to graduate. So I'll probably I'm not sure if I should go back to U of H or, here at UTRGV. I'm not sure yet, but I mean, it feels weird, to be quite honest. I mean, just again, just playing every year, and then this being the first year I don't play. It feels off, but it is what it is. So that's my input on it. Yeah.
Yeah, and Noel, I know you felt the weirdness a little bit too. You said it's one of the first summers in a long while that you've been home. I mean, just tell us about that, man. How's that been like?
Well, it's been good, like being able to hang out with my family and stuff, and having them here, or me being here while they're. Like, I got to spend my brothers and sisters' birthday like with them. Usually I'm gone, and then we're gonna be able to spend 4th of July together instead of having to like FaceTime them and watch them pop fireworks and all this stuff. But it's definitely like a big like change because I'm not used to being here at this time.
Yeah.
But like it's all about just adjusting and like controlling what you can control, like Fred said. That's just the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, fellas. And so one of the big stories coming out here in recent weeks, the MLB is gonna resume later on this month, but unfortunately for you guys and the minor leaguers and the guys and the boys in the farm systems, they stopped playing. Just what's your thoughts on that? And just specifically, how are you guys just staying ready? How do you guys cope with that? In case you are needed, or maybe you do get like a call up or whatever.
Exactly.
Just how are you boys staying ready?
Now, with me, I still play catch. I do all that stuff, but it's just, again, it's hard to compare because honestly, it's hard for me to find a person to play catch with. So that's like a huge problem I do suffer from. I have to like beg people to play catch with me. It's like, yeah, it's unreal. But aside from that, I'd say just like, I'm training still, just, but it's, again, like, it's just hard to, it's I don't know how to explain it. It's just it's tough to not have like a full team right now and just like not hanging out with the teammates. And what was also tough is that I got close with a couple of teammates that got cut, but we're all pretty afraid for that, honestly, because there was a lot of cuts happening, and I'm just glad that I wasn't on the list, because they cut about 40 some players from our org. So I'm just happy that I'm playing still. Well, not obviously not playing, but I wish I was. But like I'm just glad that I was not on that list. But I know, and it was tough too, because it was my first year. My first pro year was last year. So if I had played bad, I'd probably be on that list, honestly. So yeah, I'm just training every day, but also, trying to stay right from the head, I'd say, is the most important thing right now for me. So yeah, that's my input on that.
Noel?
Yeah, the biggest thing for me was like when it came to training was like knowing or like not knowing when you're going to go back. So it was kind of hard to like ramp up or whatever. So like I would still play catch and I could still work out, but like I said, it was just like different not knowing. Like the off season, you have like a set date of when you're going back. So like not being able to know was kind of like a big factor in like my routine and all that stuff that I did. But other than that, now that I know that it's canceled, like it's not like obviously it's not like a relief, but you kind of have like a sense of when you're going back now, which is in spring training. So it just like helps you prepare better and stuff.
So do you have some friends problems? Do you have people to play catch with? Do people come in to want to help you out? You need any struggles on that front?
Yeah. It's kind of the same. Like so there's some days where like I'll ask my friends and they're just like, oh, I can't today, like I'm busy. So then I have to throw like with a net that I have in my backyard. But if not, like it's kind of just like on the day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So one of the things is that was going around is some of these minors that you guys might be allowed to go play in independent leagues, indie leagues. Any thought about that? Have you guys heard about this? Maybe some other kind of leagues. Is that you guys heard anything about that? I know there are some organizations that are might. I think the Houston Astros are still playing through September, but have you guys given any thought about maybe finding elsewhere in another league, perhaps?
Well, with myself, honestly, right now, like the most important thing for me is my health, and I just, I'm afraid right now, to be like in a huge crowd of people and all that kind of stuff. So I'd say until all of this is like, until they find a solution to this coronavirus, then I'll probably have that in mind. But right now it's all about just, for me, it's just being healthy, honestly, because right now I know there's a lot of crazy stuff happening out there. So for me right now, it's just my health and how I feel, and because honestly, it's easy to just fall in the trap where you're just like sad, and and I have plenty of teammates who are like that right now, including myself. At times I'm just like, man, I'm supposed to be playing right now. But again, I don't let the sport, it's not, I can't play forever. So that's why, I made the choice that I'm probably going to head back to school. And so I probably won't be playing until, there's like I don't know, a clearance or something that, it's safe out there. But yeah, as for me, that's my input on that, because right now, I'm not sure. I hate checking the phone, because it's just like more news about more cases and all that kind of stuff. So and then Trump's like always ranting on Twitter. So I just put the phone down and I just relax and work out or something. But yeah, that's what I have on that.
Yeah, out of sight, out of mind. What about you, Noe? Any Noel? Any kind of any thought about that? Maybe finding somewhere to play, or is it just like waiting?
I hadn't really thought of that, honestly. Like that was just like something new that you brought up. But
Yeah.
I think that like that would be cool, but I honestly like would rather just like wait till our season started.
Uh-huh.
Just because also like you're risking like getting injured also by still playing. And then you'd have to like explain like what you were doing and how you got hurt to them.
Yeah.
And then so that would just be like my biggest thing.
Yeah, no, for sure, boys, for sure. Yeah, it's just one of those things that that come out and whatever, but yeah, no, I mean just with crowds and everything, I think the smart thing would be to entertain if you guys did actually get like a call up and within this
Yeah.
next format for the MLB, which is a 60 game format. So what's your opinion on that kind of a format? Them coming back late July, play 60 games, trying to you know, get back to some semblance of normalcy here. But you just what's your thoughts on that 60 game format? A little bit different. Just what's the any thoughts? Any?
I feel like it's probably gonna be pretty crazy because I mean, I feel like I mean, it'll show who's been like out there working and all that because I feel like they just like agreed to a season like that, like it happened so fast. And well, I mean of course it's a change from playing, well, what is it, like 150 some games. So yeah, I mean I feel like it's like a huge change, but again, you just have to adjust, so I feel like, yeah, it's a huge change, but I mean, yeah, it'll show who's been out there working and who hasn't. I feel like, so yeah, it's a huge change, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. Oops.
Noel, you have any
I
thoughts
feel
on
like
the format?
I feel like it's gonna be really like chaotic, or like really like the players are gonna be like tired all the time because they're playing so much. But I guess that's why they brought extra players like to fill in for them too. But I also feel like the start of the season there's gonna be people that test positive for sure, like with everybody being together again.
Yeah.
And then like I feel like after that players are gonna like stop wanting to play, and it's just gonna be like a whole new thing that goes on with baseball. And yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely interesting. I know them, and as well the NBA is getting ready to resume. So I don't know, as far as crowds and limited capacity, I'm sure they have stuff like that in mind. But no, it's definitely gonna be different. I mean now there's been spikes, there's been more testing, so I mean it's just gonna be a wait and see kind of thing. But these leagues are moving forward, and we'll see. We'll see what happens and what transpires there. Another thing I wanted to ask you guys about, we talk about this format, and and now they implement a universal DH. Before it used to be just like an NL thing. You guys, what do you think about that? About that format, it being universal instead of just one league now. Just what do you? Any thoughts on that? I thought that was an interesting little change that they introduced.
That this is actually the first time I hear about it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So wow, dang, that's wild. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I haven't swung a bat since high school, so yeah, I don't have a comment on that. I just want to live my PO life, just with with all of my pitcher friends. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to hit a ball. I give all of those people a lot of credit. So, but I'm just glad I'm a pitcher. So, yeah. So that's what I got on that. Yeah.
Me personally, I like being able to hit because like in high school I was pretty decent, but like yeah, I haven't really swung a bat either, so I can't really like
Yeah.
say like how it would be because I don't really know. But I guess like just like even bunting is still like I would still enjoy doing that if I ever got in the box. But yeah, I guess it's kind of like it has a good or like a pro and a con to it as to why they're not doing it. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely interesting, boys. There's a lot of changes and whatnot, but you know, wrapping up all that stuff, you know, in the nationally and whatnot. And I know you guys have been on here before and talking about your journey and stuff at length, but down here, obviously in the high school level, those seasons got cut pretty short and whatnot. But we were all looking forward to it because I think year in, year out, the baseball competition just keeps getting better and better. And I think baseball is one of those sports here in the Valley that's been the most competitive. We've had a couple of teams advance all the way to state here since 2007. I think we had two teams, Harlem South, Sharyland Pioneer here. But just what do you guys? What's the state, in your opinion, the state of baseball here in the Rio Grande Valley, as far as athletes, as far as competition, as far as more kids going to play in college, and guys like you, stories like you guys. Just what do you think the state of baseball here in the Valley is through your eyes?
Well, with me, I feel like there's been plenty of people who've proven themselves, like Tress and just plenty, us too. I mean, like, but I feel like right now we're in a tough spot because right now parents are afraid to take their kids outside, and right now we're in a huge loss when like talking about sports in general. I feel like I mean, we're all afraid to go play a contact sport. Like, I mean, right now I feel like we're in a tough spot again because I mean it's a contact sport. I mean right now, as long as people are training and all that kind of stuff, what we should do though is get all like of the people playing pro ball and get like huge clinics or something to provide for these kids in the Valley, because I mean we're in charge of keeping this going. We have to get a lot more athletes out there, and because honestly it's all about exposure too. It's about who and all that type of stuff. Unfortunately for me, it wasn't like that. I had it took a lot of work with my father and just grinding, but I feel like we're in charge of just trying to keep this thing going, because right now it does not look good because obviously of the coronavirus. But I mean, that's my take on it. I feel like I just feel like right now it's tough because I mean, again, parents are afraid to even have their kids in public. So yeah, that's what I got on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, for sure. Well,
I feel like the Valley here is really like slept on because we have a lot of talent.
That is true.
And like it all comes down to the exposure too. Like people don't really come here unless people don't find out about you unless you go up and travel and spend money on like showcases and stuff. But
exactly,
like there's a lot of kids, at least that I know personally, that are like good enough to play in college and didn't get any offers or anything. They have to walk on.
Yeah.
So that's like my thing. Like we're like, I guess, underappreciated here. Like the stuff that we do, like because they're in the playoffs too. Like we'll go and beat teams that are from like Houston and Dallas and all those places. Mm-hmm. And like Pioneer is an example of that. Like they made it to state, and like nobody, I guess, like heard of them and did anything about that. But like it just shows that like the Valley has talent and we could like take care of business here and stuff. So that's just like my thing.
Yeah, for sure, fellas. And like I said, there's the talents of, I mean, you guys are obviously too. There's been several stories like you guys here, but yeah, I mean the further runs, longer playoff series, things like that. So, I mean, just here in the Valley, I think we are slept on. I think in a lot of different sports, there's there's talent, there's hidden gems here. There's a lot of people that can contribute at not only college, but maybe go on and do something more like that. But fellas, it's been really nice having you guys on. I love the input from you guys. You guys bring a different perspective, and then also a sense of the people can relate to you. That people in your position are also people that that we know every day and stuff. So I mean, it's good just to hear from you guys. I'm glad you guys are doing well, and I just want to thank you guys for being on here with me today. And I wish you guys the best of luck and everything. And I hope you guys continue to do what you're doing because everybody's rooting for you down here, man. So just congratulations on all your success, and I appreciate you guys being here today.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Appreciate it, man. Y'all have a blessed day.
All right, and before we leave here, just want to let you guys know we still have a 3 o'clock. We have coming on. We have fully loaded softball teams. Elaine Madera, Victoria Maldonado, and Jordan Torre coming on at 3 p.m. And we're gonna have a signing from Edinburgh Vela's Bobby Spericueta at 5 p.m. as he's gonna go play for Concordia. Gonna go play hoops over there in college. So keep it here live on Real Sports Live on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Roku Network, and Apple TV. All our archives are on there. Obviously, you can check out our live replay channel. So keep it here. Thank you for joining us, Noel, Fred. I appreciate it once again, and y'all have a blessed day.
Thank you.